Now it's time to customize your storyboard. You'll notice that in the first navigation bar you have scenes, characters, and textables. And those are the three tabs that you'll be referring to the most while you're building your storyboard. The first one, scenes, gives you the backgrounds for your storyboard. So below scenes, you'll notice that there's a second navigation bar which allows you to have different options for backgrounds. For example, you have outdoors, US history, schools, athletics, and when you select the background theme that you want, all you're going to do is choose that background and drag it directly into your storyboard, and it will lock to the background. But you can always customize if you wanted it to be smaller and not fill the entire frame, or you can have it be stretching to fill the entire frame. You have a bunch of different options here. At the top, when you do have that background selected, you can rotate it. You also can layer it, so if you wanted to have multiple scenes, you could bring to the front, you could bring to the back. You also, below that, you have editing, so if you wanted to copy this scene so that it would show up again, you could copy it and have it be in both cells. You also, here, selecting the scene again, you could have the option to crop it. So if I decided, you know what, I just want this portion of the scene, I could select just that part and say crop image, and then I could drag it so that it would fill the entire cell. Another option you have is if you want to delete it. So if I have it selected and I click on the red X, that will take it away from my storyboard. But if I'm like, oh no, that's not what I wanted to do, down below you have access to that undo button, so when you click on that, it will bring you back to your most recent edit. Below that you also have filters, and this is where you can change the color. You might decide you want it to be grayscale or sepia, which makes it look older. You also have pencil pen, canvas bumps. Canvas bumps kind of looks like a cork board. You have blur, so if you want it to be something in the background, you can change it to that. It's going to set it back to color, because another option you have here is to remove color. So if you decide you just wanted to do a black and white storyboard, you would have that option. It's going to undo that. And then one more thing I want to show you is that down here where it says chairs, walls, and floor, you actually have the option to even customize further. So if I wanted pink chairs, I could change them to pink. If I wanted green because it's Curtis, I could do that. I also could get even more fancy and go in and customize the color even more so if it wasn't one of the already preset colors. So I might want dark purple, and then I would say choose. I can do the same thing for the wall, and I can also do the same thing for the floor. And in this case, you can't see the floor, but if I come over to this screen, if I come over to this cell where I do have the floor, I could change the color of the floor. Another option that you have is to edit the scene. So if I click on Edit Scene, I now can change it to nighttime. I could take the chairs away, and I could open the door. So I'm going to actually put it back to daytime, but I'm going to leave the door open and I'm going to keep the chairs away. And then I'll just say Update Scene. So that now allows me to make the scene look different, but still by using that same background.